Did you know that the average person generates over 4 pounds of waste every day? That's more than 1,500 pounds of trash every year, just for one person. And here's the kicker, only 9% of plastic ever gets recycled. The rest? It ends up in landfills or pollutes our oceans, harming wildlife and our planet. It's a scary thought, right? But what if you could be part of the solution? What if you could live a life that not only cuts down on your waste but also helps the environment? Zero waste living is a powerful, yet simple, way to make a real difference. It's about changing how we use things, how we think about waste, and how we connect with the world around us. In this video, we'll uncover why zero waste isn't just a trend, it's a life-changing way of living that works, and it's easier than you think. From surprising facts about recycling to tips you won't find anywhere else, you'll see how small changes can make a big impact. Stick with us, and let's start turning trash into treasure. Chapter 1: The hidden magic of waste-free living. Zero waste living isn't just about reducing your trash, it's about transforming how you live, think, and engage with the world. One of the most surprising benefits is the mental clarity it offers. When you stop surrounding yourself with excess, clutter fades both physically and mentally. You make space for things that matter, like relationships, experiences, and creativity. A study by the Environmental Protection Agency found that Americans throw away about 4.9 pounds of waste per person every single day. Now imagine cutting that down drastically. That's a huge shift in energy. Many people report feeling more empowered and in control of their lives when they reduce consumption. Living waste-free forces you to think before you buy, to make thoughtful decisions, and, over time, that mindset carries over to other areas of your life. It's not just a cleaner environment you're creating, but a clearer, more focused life. In fact, Marie Kondo's concept of sparking joy resonates with zero-waste living. Both practices emphasize intentionality. And it's not just a feel-good concept. Studies show that people with less clutter report less stress. Think of zero-waste living as a personal reset, stripping away distractions to reveal what's truly important. Chapter 2: Beyond recycling. The surprising truth about waste management. Many of us think recycling is the golden solution to waste. But here's a reality check: recycling is often the last resort, not the first. In fact, only 9% of the plastic ever produced has been recycled. The rest ends up in landfills or our oceans. That's why it's crucial to adopt waste prevention strategies first. One of the most effective is composting. Around 30% of what we throw away is organic waste that could be composted, turning trash into nutrient-rich soil. Composting reduces methane emissions, those harmful gases that contribute to climate change. Another game changer is upcycling. Take an old t-shirt, and instead of tossing it, turn it into a cleaning rag or a bag. That single act of upcycling reduces the need to buy more materials and keeps waste out of landfills. A zero-waste lifestyle also pushes you to repair instead of replace. Did you know that the average American family throws away 81 pounds of clothing each year? Imagine how that number would shrink if we simply fixed what we already had. In the UK, a study found that extending the life of a garment by just 9 months can reduce its carbon, water, and waste footprints by up to 30%. That's huge. So, while recycling is important, it should be your last line of defense. Chapter 3: Why less stuff equals more happiness. The minimalist paradox. You might be surprised to learn that owning fewer things could make you happier. It's called the minimalist paradox. According to research from UCLA, the average American home has tripled in size over the last 50 years, yet many people report feeling more stressed and overwhelmed than ever. Why? Because stuff demands attention. It's not just about the physical space, it's the mental load. The more stuff we accumulate, the more time and energy we spend managing it. A minimalist mindset helps to eliminate this. By focusing on what truly adds value, you can create room for what really matters. Studies show that experiences, like travel or spending time with family, provide longer-lasting happiness than material goods. That's why minimalists often report feeling a deeper sense of contentment. The zero-waste philosophy encourages not just reducing waste but reducing unnecessary consumption. People who adopt this lifestyle report feeling more connected to their values and less tethered to trends. This shift leads to a more peaceful existence. It's a counter-movement to the constant push to consume. Interestingly, minimalism is growing rapidly. In a 2020 study, over 50% of millennials said they preferred experiences over things, showing that a waste-free lifestyle isn't just about the environment, but about redefining happiness. If you're finding this interesting, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss more tips on living sustainably. Chapter 4: The Power of Mindful Consumption. How to break free from the cycle. Ever stop and think about the things you buy and why? That's what mindful consumption is all about, pausing before you purchase and asking yourself, do I really need this? A study by the American Psychological Association found that materialism is linked to lower well-being. People who are constantly chasing after the next purchase often end up feeling more empty. But if you stop and reflect on what truly adds value, your buying habits change. Zero waste living helps you break free from the cycle of impulse buying and the clutter that follows. It pushes you to question the true cost of a product, its environmental impact, how long it will last, and whether it's made ethically. The term planned obsolescence refers to products designed to wear out or break down so you'll buy new ones. This practice is everywhere, from phones to clothing. But mindful consumption challenges this cycle. Instead of grabbing things you don't need, focus on quality over quantity. Choose items that are durable, reusable, or better yet, borrow or rent when possible. The zero-waste lifestyle encourages you to prioritize longevity over convenience. You may be surprised at how freeing it is to not feel constantly pulled to buy new things. Remember, every purchase is a vote for the world you want to live in. Chapter 5: Zero Waste at Home. Practical hacks that actually work. When it comes to zero-waste living, the kitchen is one of the most impactful areas to tackle. Start small, swap plastic wraps for beeswax wraps or silicone lids. By making this one change, you'll cut down on single-use plastics and reduce waste. Another easy switch? Glass jars. Whether for food storage, homemade cleaning solutions, or even craft projects, glass is durable and reusable. Speaking of cleaning, ditch those chemical-laden products. Did you know that the average American household spends $600 per year on cleaning supplies? Instead, try mixing vinegar, baking soda, and essential oils for a cleaner that's just as effective. If you have kids, consider using cloth diapers instead of disposable ones. A baby goes through about 2,000 diapers in the first year alone. But cloth options can be washed and reused, cutting down on landfill waste. When grocery shopping, opt for bulk bins and reusable produce bags. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, Americans dispose of more than 20 billion plastic bottles each year. That's enough plastic to stretch from New York to Tokyo. Switching to a reusable bottle makes a significant dent in that statistic. Lastly, try making your own food. It sounds like a big effort, but cooking at home reduces packaging waste and allows you to control what's in your meals. These simple hacks don't require huge sacrifices, yet they make a big difference. Chapter 6: From Trash to Treasure. Building a zero-waste community. Zero-waste living doesn't just stop at the individual level, it can grow into a collective movement. When one person makes a shift, it often sparks change in their community. Take the example of Kamakatsu, a small town in Japan that has implemented one of the most ambitious zero-waste systems in the world. The town is striving for a 100% waste recycling rate. They've set up over 45 different waste categories, which might sound complicated, but the results speak for themselves. Kamakatsu is on track to reduce waste by over 80%. You don't have to live in a tiny town to make a big impact. Start by hosting local workshops on composting or upcycling. Use social media to share tips and tricks with others. Your workplace can also be a hub for zero-waste change. Many companies are already reducing waste by switching to digital documents or eliminating single-use plastics in the break room. Even schools can get involved. Imagine a class project focused on reducing waste in your community. That's how a zero-waste culture spreads, one small change at a time. By creating a network of like-minded individuals, you can push for larger systemic changes. And as more people adopt these practices, the cumulative impact becomes undeniable. Remember, the change begins with you, but it doesn't have to stop there. Be the catalyst for a zero-waste movement in your own neighborhood or workplace. If you're ready to make a change and start living waste-free, subscribe now and join the movement. Together, we can make a lasting impact.